Someone has been trending, getting amazing feedback on. I don't know if I can say amazing feedback. No, that is away from that. But controversial on social media because of what has been happening on Facebook. People have been condemning his statement on what he said on one of the podcasts. Today on the show, we get to dive into the conversation. The last time I had an interview with you was on the red carpet.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I remember. I think there was a movie premiere. Right?
Yeah, by Wycliffe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Wamba.
Okay.
So, people were saying the outfit that you had, you lied to them. That's how it started, right?
Exactly. That's how it started. But I've come to understand that people have got different preferences depending on what they can afford to buy and what looks nice on them. So for me, I think I do an extra mile because of who I believe I am and also the inspiration that I've read on the ground. So I don't just wake up and buy clothes as long I have to hide my body. No. I do an extra mile.
Let's try to throw it back from the conversation that I had with you.
Yes.
So the outfit that you are wearing right now, approximate how much?
I'm pretty sure you can see
the shoes.
The shoes.
The viewers can see.
Please, you have to pick this.
How much is that?
And this is not just a common shoe that you might find in Kamwala. This I think, it's not much, just $800.
Well, let's talk about kwacha. How much is that in kwacha?
Of course, $800. I think we're talking about 8,000.
You're saying this shoe is 8,000?
Yes.
And the trousers?
Wow, the trousers is not much. I wanted to look classic as usual, but the trousers is not much. I think it's just these ones they're going at $100, and the shirt, of course, is just $50. How good.
Mathias Musumali won. He's our today's guest on a special edition interview. You have been trending because of the statement that you made. People have given themselves like their different opinions.
Yeah.
And to my surprise, you also made it on the front page of a newspaper. Did you see that?
I saw it, and I don't know if I was. I don't know what statement I can give because I saw it, but I didn't like it.
You didn't like seeing yourself on the front page?
No, I didn't like it.
Why?
Because of the sentiment that they used against me. That statement of sexity, I didn't like it.
Okay.
Yes.
You made strong statements on the podcast. It's a reason why we are having this conversation. Sadly, that we can't play it on TV because this is not the podcast. This is TV. There are guidelines. Exactly. But I'm sure the viewers that are watching, or maybe later that are going to be watching, they're still going to be watching that interview that you made a statement about girls in colleges, their what, their sex, the stretch mark stuff. When you watch that clip again, even now, do you regret that you made that opinion?
Thank you so much for having me here. I've received quite a number of phone calls from radio stations, TV stations, wanting my audience here, but I've been turning it down. And my objection of coming here, it's because I've noticed that a lot have been misunderstood and a lot have been said. And I've seen quite the levels of hatred we have in Zambia. I have seen the levels of manipulation we have in Zambia. I've seen the levels of brothers or sisters not standing by their brother. I have seen quite the levels of pastors not standing for their own. I have also seen organizations that, for example, spearhead musicians or whatever, not really standing or just finding out what is really going on with their members. So Zambia, it's you're on your own. If you fuck up, oh my God, sorry. If you make a mistake, you err. I think one thing I've learned so far is that you are on your own. People, These people that we see smiling, laughing with us, eating with us are not our brothers. Strangers are the ones. Now, coming to your question.
Yeah.
My brother, I am a Christian. I am a father. I am a brother. I am an uncle. I am also a leader. Despite that, just to make mention, I've also done Bible study. I mean Bible school. So there's so much knowledge and respect that I have for the society, for the women, for the young women, for the student, and for everybody, right? But there is a misunderstanding over that clip which has circulated on social media. Of course, the sentiment that was mentioned, or the statement that has really been picked, and you know that everyone is dancing on in the name of creating names, in the name of exposing the hatred they have for me. People have not really taken time to watch and understand what was being talked about. There is a full episode of the very same show. There is a full episode on YouTube, actually. For those that have got time, you can search for Podcast Yatu on YouTube. There is a full episode where I was strongly discouraging men to go for students. I am discouraging. There are other videos even there. Even on my page, on my account, on my Facebook account, on my TikTok, you will find I have been strongly encouraging people to work hard. I've been strongly encouraging men to stay away from girls, from students. Even students, I've been encouraging students to stay away from sugar daddies. Because I have lived there. At some point, I was a student at Evelyn Horn. I stayed there for 3 years. I was in campus, right? And even the reference that I mentioned in the same clip, I mentioned to say I dated a student. Not that I'm dating students. I said...
So that statement was coming in line with you making it a past tense?
Yes, exactly.
With your past experience?
With my past experience. So this is why I'm encouraging people to say, those that have been exposing their hate for me, you know, Zambia, the way they've been talking to me, my brother, if you are not strong enough, because for the past 4 good days, 4 to 5 days, I have received hate speech.
You wrote an apology on your Facebook. Correct me if I'm wrong. Again, there's other pages, other bloggers. You apologize. Again, I don't know if it's true. Again, you say you're not sorry.
So, from the time this thing has been going on, from the time it started circulating, I got disturbed at some point. And I remember I didn't want to do anything with the phone because each and every time I receive a call, and fun enough that my phone number is also on my page. So, people were now calling me directly to offload their insults on me.
And you are picking up.
Well, there are times where you feel, let me pick, because if I stay away, people will think otherwise. And people were calling me to insult me. People were calling me to say all sorts of nonsense. People were calling me to say a lot of things. So what I decided to stay away from my phone, right? Even after writing the apology, even after that apology I posted, still I continued receiving insults, disrespect, and so on and so forth. Even on the very apology post, if you can go back, or if I think it has been there, you can find that even that apology itself was discarded by people. People said we do not want to hear any apology from this whatever they were saying.
Did you mean your first apology?
So, bro,
a yes or no before you explain?
I meant it.
You meant it?
I meant it.
Why say sorry then delete your apology?
So now this is where I'm coming to say, when that apology was sent, right, when it was posted, I still continued receiving insults and so on. If you can check today, the apology is there. So now what happened was, I decided to stay away from the phones because I didn't want to have anything to do with it. So I stayed away from the phone. I think it should be yesterday or so, I had time, yesterday evening, when I had time to go through to get my phones, that's when I noticed that there were other things that, went around and so on. Then I said, no. Even the statement I've posted today, I've said I still stand firmly to apologize to the masses if I have injured or the wrongs that I have done based on the sentiment that I made on Facebook, or on the podcast. And even right now, I strongly believe that I've learned a lesson. Yes, people could have misjudged or misunderstood the point that I was raising, but I have seen the wrongs in the very sentiment that I said. For one, there are sentiments that I mentioned which are natural on our mothers, are natural on the women, are natural on girls after a certain age or after birth or after what. There are certain things that change on their body, and this is not their will. It's not them that want to look like that. So I have noted that this was wrong. This statement I said was very wrong. I was not supposed to say such a statement.
There's also some of the people on public forum, they are calling on you getting to be arrested. Some they're saying this man should be arrested. There's no way he can say these things. I know, like, have you taken time to read what people are saying, where you just want to see what people are like now? They perceive you in a situation where just from a short few second clip, it has reached this far.
Well, for my health safety and for my well-being, it has been good for me to stay away from comments and to stay away from social media, because I think the pain that I've received so far is unbearable, and I don't want to continue going through that, because I live alone. I live with my young brothers, right, at home, and most of the time they leave in the morning and I'm left home alone. So anything broken happen. If you're not strong enough, this is where you find Muntu Amadum, because you failed to handle the pressure and the insult that is going on. So to protect myself from such thoughts, I've decided to stay away from social media and also to stay away from the comments, and this is why I'm here, so that we can settle the...
Let's try to settle it in this way. Getting back to your comment, to your thought on that podcast, you made the remarks sound like it was not just one girl. Maybe that's where people are coming from. Okay, try to put yourself in the public eye. Okay, try to perceive what you said. It's me. Okay, what you said. It's me. Now you are the public looking at it from a public point of view, and you watch that short clip. How would you have taken it? Don't put yourself in that shoe, but try to put it in like you're just seeing it on Facebook. Someone making such remarks.
Brother man, like I'm saying, there's no justification over the sentiment that was said there. This is why a point of regret, a point of remorse has to come in.
No, but try to perceive it in a way that you are not you, okay? You are someone that just comes across such a comment on a podcast. How would you perceive it?
I think since it was me, I don't know how I can say it.
So you're finding it hard to perceive it in another way.
It was me, and for me, after watching myself, and I realized, oh no, these are damages that I've caused. I need to go back and be sober. So this is why I have rendered an apology, because I noticed that I have injured people because of maybe the sentiment I mentioned about the preference of the type of person that I can settle with. So I noticed that there are people who are not in line with what I mentioned, so they are offended. And for me, I have to lower down and seek for apology.
How about people that are agreeing with you? Okay, let's move on. There are people that are agreeing with your opinion. I took time to read. Some are saying you are right with your opinion. How about them?
Well, I think each and every person is entitled to his opinion. So if they feel I was right, that's their opinion. But for me, I have to pick what I saw to be not in right order and seek guidance or seek apology from the masses. But for those who feel, oh, what he said is making sense, blah, 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 I think that's their own opinion. They have got the right to say what or to feel, or maybe come up with what they think is right for them. So I cannot answer on their behalf.
My last conversation with you, I want you to be honest as well. When you were invited for that, you were the guest on that podcast. Is it? Or you're amongst the people that is hosting that podcast? Which one is which?
On that one, I'll not answer.
The reason why I'm asking you this is because there are shows that have synopsis. There are shows that will give us guidelines. There are shows that we know saying, when I go to this show, I know what I'm going for. The public don't understand. That's where my question is coming from.
Yeah.
Does that podcast have synopsis? Does that podcast have maybe something that we should know saying, oh, when I go to such a podcast, this is the type of conversation that I was told that we're going to talk about?
So, bro, I feel as a podcast, it's like in our Zambian culture, we say in Bansaka, right? Where people will come in to speak. There is some podcasts where women would sit and start talking about women issues. And there are also podcasts where men would just come and start talking and just expressing themselves. But again, in the process of expressing themselves, this is where we err, because you find that because of the cameras, because of maybe the people that are cheering, you start diverting away from the topic that is being talked about. So even for me, I noticed that, okay, along the conversation, I moved away from the line of what was being said there. Henceforth, for me to come and apologize to the masses, to the public, to say, maybe I got too excited, or maybe, after you've seen cameras and you feel your adrenaline, start running here and there, and then you feel I can just speak as I want. But I noticed that was wrong, and that's away from my personality as Mathias Musumali, as a leader, and also how I believe and how I look at the society. So that statement was quite wrong.
Does it change how you're going to be giving your opinions now?
Because
going forward?
So I have learned certain sentiments not to. I've learned how to respect people based on how they are. And I have learned, I think I've learned quite a lot of lessons from this. And going forward, it will be wise enough for me to know what to speak and what not to speak. But truth is truth. If something is wrong, or maybe if it sounds to be an insult, I think I will know how to articulate certain issues with wisdom and with understanding.
Okay.
Yeah.
People are watching. Like you said, man, I feel honored to have a conversation, because you're saying you've been turning down a lot of conversations.
Yes.
I was even surprised when I just saw a phone call saying, maybe we can do something, and I was very happy. Come through. Let's have a conversation.
Exactly.
Maybe in your remarks, I know Manzi Atika.
Exactly. Yeah.
Things have happened right now.
Yeah.
And the Zambians are watching this interview right now.
Yeah.
Anything that you like to talk about on this forum to the public? Okay. Others won't watch this interview. They're still going to be receiving insults.
Exactly. That's the whole thing.
Going to be happening.
Yeah.
Maybe in your remarks, if you have any appeal, any remarks to the viewers, anything that you like to say.
Exactly.
To them.
My appeal to the public, and more especially to Zambians, please, let's love one another. Regardless of how someone might err, that does not mean they are labeled to be. No. In as much as we correct, in as much as we sit down people, in as much as we want to speak, to point at them, their mistakes, let's love them. Let's speak with love. Let's speak with unity. We are all one, regardless of the mistake that I made. You cannot just keep on insulting for 3, 4, 5 days. And you can see the insult that these people are speaking with passion. Of course, I understand as an actor, sometimes you might watch me in a movie where I was portraying a wrong character or blah, blah. But I'm a person as well. I've got feelings. I've got a life. So in as much as we correct our brothers and sisters, let us show them love. Because it's not good where tomorrow you hear that, oh, this has happened to Matthew, and then you start crying. Then what's that? After injuring me like that. So my appeal is, yes, I have erred. I have said things that have gone against the belief of women. But in as much as you correct me, show me love. And I'm sorry for the statement that I said concerning our beloved women. Women are good people, and the students also, they are good, because I've been a student. I understand that they are genuine students. So I'm really sorry, but let's love one another. I love you, and I thank God I'm healing.
I hope you don't get misunderstood by saying students are good people. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for finding time coming through on Prime TV 2. People are going to watch this interview, and like I said, we leave it up to them.
Thank you.
Sure. Let me do right there. So we're having a conversation with our today's guest right here, Mathias Musumali, the first.
Yes.
And he was telling me, saying maybe the son.
My son is going to pick it up to be the
second.
Exactly.
So go check him out on social media. And
also just to say, my last thing is, please watch Podcast Yatu on YouTube. Just search for it. You find it, and you find the wisdom that is coming from this man that you consider to be, But then they will appreciate that. Oh, we have some men in Zambia.
I'm yet to get a full detail regarding the podcast. I'm also making an appeal to you.
Yes.
Just to have a disclaimer to find out what the podcast is about, the synopsis as well. That is basically what I'm appealing to you and your team. Give us those details.
Exactly.
So maybe we might understand, or we might not understand. But we're so looking forward to just getting more information regarding the podcast Yatu, the way you have said it. And big ups to every team on the podcast. Looking forward to more conversations. Hope we don't get in trouble. And I hope you get the front page with good things.
and you know, the funny part is that as being an actor, it has also affected me, because I was having 2 deals with there were some commercial, two commercials that we were supposed to do. And those have been turned down to say, we cannot associate ourselves to this brand. So
we sign out. We sign out. Next time we get to have a conversation right here on Prime TV 2.